McBain Family Pharmacy, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, McNally's Party Store, Holton's LP Gas, Falmouth Co-op, Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center, McBain Auto Service, LC Materials. Now let's head courtside for tonight's broadcast on 107.9 CDY and stream on 107.9CDY.com.
A little late. What do you mean? What? And good Tuesday evening, everybody, and welcome to the gym here at Manton High School for tonight's presentation of boys Highland Conference basketball action, round 2 of the rivalry, as the McBain Ramblers have traveled north to take on the Manton Rangers in what should be a terrific contest, alongside my longtime broadcast partner, good friend and all-around Renaissance man, Gary Hawkeye Vanna. I am merely Jay Simon. Zach Wiggins, back in the studio, is going to get a stern talking to. Gary, this is, as I mentioned, round 2 of the 2 Highland Conference contests between these two teams. I'm not certain round 1 can be topped, but I would not be disappointed if it was.
Oh my goodness, what can you do to top?
I don't know. That's why I'm saying.
Yeah, they had that great highlight all over Facebook. I guess it was actually featured on what's that called? Snapchat feed from Sports Center Top 10. So the Connor Murphy volleyball line heave, actually we don't call it heave because it was a straight on shot for the win. And the gym erupted. Tonight, I don't know. It's going to be lots of energy.
45-42 is the final in that one. That was 2 weeks ago in a game you heard here on 107.9 CDY. As Hawkeye mentioned, from the volleyball line, Connor Murphy, as time expired, gave the Ramblers the win. They stayed perfect in conference play with that win, and they have remained perfect in conference play since that night. Meanwhile, the Manton Rangers, it was their first setback in league play, and they have held serve as well. So with both teams having just one other Highland Conference contest remaining after tonight, this is big for Manton if they want to have a share of the Highland Conference title. McBain can clinch a share with a win tonight. They have Northern Michigan Christian on Friday. The Rangers, meanwhile, have to take on Beale City to close out their Highland Conference slate, even if they were to get past McBain tonight.
And that's in Beale City.
And that's on the road in the Bermuda Triangle.
According to Bruce Copeman, Beale City is good for an extra 10 points when they play home.
These two teams are having excellent seasons. The Rangers come into this contest 13-4, 9-1 in the Highland, as mentioned already. They opened the season with a 3-game losing streak. They lost to Petoskey, Brighton, and Kalkaska. None of them anything to sneeze about. Obviously, Petoskey and Brighton, some very big schools and storied programs. They reeled off 9 straight wins before losing to McBain, as I mentioned 2 weeks ago, and they've won 4 straight since. They have absolutely demolished Elk Rapids, Onekama, Lake City, and Everett to get into tonight's contest. Meanwhile, McBain dropped their 3rd contest of the year last Thursday at Glen Lake, 49-37. Of course, the Lakers knocked out both Manton and McBain in the playoffs last year and returned a good chunk of their core this season. So that loss, nothing to sneeze at. They've also been beaten by Clare and lost to Cadillac back on January 22nd. But they are a perfect 10-0 in the Highland and looking to rack up yet another conference title. Tonight's broadcast, the pregame show, brought to you by Pluger Mechanical, licensed and insured. Call Aaron at 231-282-3194 for new installations, HVAC services, and light plumbing. That's 282-3194. Our thanks to Pluger Mechanical for their support of tonight's broadcast. Over on our sister station, 107.1 The Drive, Rick and Nate Swanson have the call of tonight's game as well. And since Rick is the longtime former retired now track coach for Manton, and his son, if I'm not mistaken, took that over in his steed.
Boys coach.
Yep. That broadcast will have a Manton slant to it, if you will, just like with Hawkeye. Tonight's broadcast has a McBain slant to it as he stands before me with his Rambler
Slant or clip?
his Rambler Review windbreaker and backward Rambler Review ball cap on. We are on the Rambler side of the gym tonight as the gymnasium pretty well packed. They are filling it up on both sides. The Manton Ranger pep band is here, and I love a good pep band, so I'm excited to hear what they're going to do. We might even keep it here for the national anthem if they're going to do it. That would be great. Both teams out on the floor warming up. And Hawkeye, the first contest between these two teams was a defensive-oriented one. The second half kind of exploded from a point standpoint as both teams in the third quarter really got going, but the fourth quarter was absolutely lockdown D by both teams, and the first half was low scoring as well. What kind of adjustments do you think Coach Ryan Hiller and Coach Bruce Copeman might want to make this time around?
Well, these two teams have played against each other for so long that they know what each team's play is. So if Copeman calls a play white, Michigan, whatnot, Matt already knows what is going to happen in that play, and Coleman's just daring them to stop it. So you keep on the good defense that Matt showed in the first game, and if they can finish some more puppies down low, they should be okay in this game. In fact, scary okay, if that's actually a word, but it is now. And the other thing is Matt does have a couple players that sometimes tend to get foul trouble. And that could be the big swing point in the game, is that one of the teams get foul trouble, because McBain's bench is a little bit deeper than Manton's. So a starter getting foul trouble for Manton will be a little bit bigger hit to them.
In that contest, Garrett Verburgmos paced the Ramblers with a game-high 18 points. He had 10 of those in the third quarter as the Ramblers actually fell behind by a point after the third quarter, but it was basically Verburgmos that kept them alive. He had 10 of their 15 and kept them within shouting distance. Manton led by a point going into the fourth quarter after trailing 23-20 at the half. But the Ramblers shut him down. A Jacob Hahn three-pointer was the only scoring the Rangers got in that final stanza as McBain came back and got the win off of the Connor Murphy three-pointer. Both teams are very, very well coached. Of course, Ryan Hiller's name is on the wall here in Manton. Bruce Copeman has been in McBain, I think, Paleolithic period? I'm not sure how long it's actually been, and I think both coaches have a lot of respect for each other as well. They play hard-nosed defense, and oftentimes you see the officials come into contests like this with two teams of this nature, and they kind of let the team set the tone, sort of thing. They're calling the game properly, to be clear, just in case my super secret source is listening in tonight, although I'm assuming he's working.
I think every official is working.
But there's, yeah, probably true. But there's a level of, I'm not articulating this well. I think you know what I'm trying to say. They're not going to call ticky-tack stuff between two teams that want to play hard-nosed defense all night long.
They want to continue to call the game consistent for both sides, and they know high-quality teams sometimes get away with a little bit of the nudge and the push, because when they do that, they're under control. We talked about the last game is that when you have weaker teams or less skilled teams, they're slapping at people's hands, they're getting wrist and arm because they lack the athleticism or the skill to be able to make clean plays. Both these teams have that type of skill to make those clean plays, and so you'll see a ball get swiped out that's completely clean, but then afterwards there's going to be a bump, and you're going to want that foul, because if the lesser team did that, they would grab the arm with the bump and then want to see the foul, but Manton or McBain is too quick to get away with that type of ticky-tack stuff like you said before. And there's something else we got worth mentioning here is that this McBain basketball team has not actually had a practice for almost a week since all these makeup and snow days. They played 4 school nights in a row with the games. So they have not actually had a chance to sit down and have a practice or a pregame or implement something special for this game tonight.
Yeah, my notes say 4 games and 6 nights, but those 2 nights are weekends.
Right.
They never play on weekends, so you're absolutely right. 4 straight nights, basically, for the Ramblers, as they've been making up with all these snow days, the games on the schedule that needed to be made up. Obviously, mostly conference contests are the ones that they worry about, but well, that means we're busy as well. We've got tonight's contest. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night as Northern Michigan Christian School girls head down to Beale City to take on the Aggies. And then Friday night, we'll have a doubleheader from McBain as the Ramblers make the long trek across town to take on Northern Michigan Christian. We'll have a girls and boys doubleheader for you that night here on 107.9 CDY. And then, of course, the boys start the postseason next week, and we'll be on the air Wednesday night as the Ramblers. Oh, no, it fell out of my head. Who do they play Wednesday again? Montebello, thank you. Blanchard, Montebello? Montebello Blanchard?
Montebello Blanchard?
Yeah. Mustangs, I think, correct?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. Don't know how we remembered that.
And then if McBain can make it past then, they would have a pretty good date with Destiny with a revenge match against Beale City and Beale City's gym. Because I think on the other side, Beale City has Barwell and Everett.
How is that a revenge match?
Oh, really?
They beat him by a point this year?
This year, McBain was down to Beale City in Beale City with less than a minute left. Connor Murphy walks the ball up the court, straight on three-pointer, knocks it down to give McBain the lead for good. A couple free throw later, McBain's up at 5 or 4. A free throw later, up by 4, and then
Beale hit a 3.
What's his name? Logan, the superintendent, Chillman,
yeah.
knocked down a 3-ball, and then he just missed a half-court 3-ball to give Beale City the close to victory.
Wow. We are about to get the national anthem here in Manton, and the pep band looks like they're going to do it. So if they are, we're going to keep it right here in the hopes that you can hear it. Just getting some quick announcements. Again, we want to remind you, you're listening to the Pluger Mechanical pregame show.
Rest in peace, Doc. We honor our life wellness. For the playing on your screen.
And I love a good pep band. Manton Ranger, I'm assuming pep bands, doing a fine job with the national anthem. This is the Pluger Mechanical pregame show, licensed and insured. Call Aaron at 282-3194 for new installations, HVAC services, and light plumbing. That's 282-3194. Pluger Mechanical. Jay Simon alongside Gary Hawkeye Vanna. Zach Wiggins turning the dials for us back in the studio. We are getting the starting lineups for these two teams. Back on February 5th, the Rangers faced by Cole Rigneris, who led them with 13 points. Caleb Moore added 10, and Jacob Hahn had 7 to pace the Rangers in that contest. Rigneris doing his damage largely in the fourth quarter. He had 8 of their 19 points as they took the lead into the fourth. In a very high-scoring third quarter that was flipped on its head in the fourth last time out. We are getting the starting lineups for the Rangers as they've got the spotlight following the players as they come through a little cheerleader grouping there. The the Rambler student section, Hawkeye, I think trying to impact this by holding up their phone flashlights and glow sticks and such, and to be honest, all it does is light them up. You don't even notice it.
I know, but that was a good try. You know what? My favorite part of the introduction, I know we love the spotlight. We love the ambiance it creates. But seeing little Hiller out there waiting at every basketball game, he cannot wait to put on his mini Ranger uniform, and he loves to show it off.
Well, the starting lineups, the Ramblers, of course, going with their quintet of seniors: Daniel Quist, Devin Morris, Garrett Verberkmos, Justin Camphouse, and Logan Rodenbaugh. Meanwhile, for the Rangers, it's Caleb Moore, Isaac Raden, Cole Rigneris, Jacob Hahn, and Trevor Solani as the Ramblers win the opening tip, and we are underway here in McBain. Ramblers going left to right, wearing their road dark green jerseys with gold trim, as a straightaway 3-ball from Justin Camphouse is good and gets the Ramblers on the board with 7.5 to go here in the first. 3-0.
Yeah, good look for Camphouse, a little bit behind the three-point line.
Moore has his drive cut off. Good ball movement by the Rangers after Moore got deep, kicked it out. They swung it around to Solani, and he buries the 3 from the left wing, and we're knotted at 3. 7:05 to go here in the first quarter. There's Devin Morris over to Verberkmos on the right wing, top side for Camphouse. They'll give it to Quist, checked by Moore. Logan Rodenbaugh, right-handed dribble, trying to get to the 10, gets inside Solani and lays it up and in. Nice little short jumper from Logan Rodenbaugh. Makes it 5-3 McBain. Another nice kick, nice ball movement again, and Solani tickles the twine again from the left wing. And the Rangers go back up 6-5. He struggled early in the first contest, Hawkeye. That stroke looking good tonight.
Yeah, we know he's a great shooter. We've seen that ever since his freshman year, and he's putting it on display in front of the home fans right now.
Garrett Verberkmos on the left wing. Checked by Rigneris. There's a straightaway 3 from Morris. Won't go. Saved by Logan Rodenbaugh to say no. He stepped on the baseline. And so the turnover will give it to the Rangers. 6-5 Manton, 6:12 to go here in the opening quarter. Rangers going right to left across your radio dial. Home white uniforms with black and orange trim is Moore. Flips it over into the corner for Isaac Raden. Top side for Rigneris, and Rigneris is going to drag that pivot foot. He wanted to hit Hahn on a little back door. Logan Rodenbaugh did a nice job of cutting it off, and Rigneris dragged the pivot foot.
Yeah, great job by...
Got an official's timeout, as I think he has spotted something on the floor. He's not happy about the volleyball hole cover on the far side of the court. So the Ramblers will re-trigger. Quist will bring it over the timeline, spinning against Moore. Gives it up to Morris, uses a Rodenbaugh pick, little give and go. Moore going toward the rim, and he dragged his feet as he stopped. He got triple teamed as he approached the right block, and he kind of slid into his stop. You can jump stop, you cannot slide stop. Turnover to the Manton Rangers. Moore with the blow-by. Kick out to Hahn for 3. Comes up short, right into the hands of Moore. Kick out to Hahn, and Hahn trying to drive. Takes a little bump from Logan Rodenbaugh. And we've got our first foul of the night. Rangers will inbound under their own basket as they call it on the floor. Hahn will trigger. Top side for Radin. Swings it around to Moore. Top of the key against Quist. Now over to Hahn. Free throw line extended. Near side now for Ragnaris. 5.5 minutes to go here in the first. Ragnaris spinning. Kick out to Hahn. One dribble. Stop. Pull up and buries it. Jacob Hahn with the 15-footer makes it an 8-5 Ranger lead. 5:10 to go here in the opening quarter. Nice little backdoor cut by Camphouse. Camphouse all the way to the 10, misses the layup. And then Ragnaris trying to chase the rebound down, steps out of bounds. It'll be McBain basketball. Camphouse with a nice drive, just too strong off the glass. 5:02 to go here in the first. Quist will trigger, gets it into Logan Rodenbaugh inside. Rodenbaugh, pump fake, gets up, gets it to go, the hoop and the harm. Everybody kind of looking around, which I thought maybe they were going to call a travel on Logan Rodenbaugh after the pump fake and the pivot. Instead, it's a foul call, and Logan Rodenbaugh with a three-point opportunity.
That'll be the first one on Solani.
First on the Rangers. Rodenbaugh cannot convert. Morris tried to tip it back in, and then the loose rebound ends up into the hands of Radin. 8-7, Manton with the lead. 4:50 to go here in the first quarter. Radin drives baseline, now kicks it out to Moore. Over to Hahn on the right wing. Out to Solani. Right baseline. Solani drives baseline. Double team down the baseline. Nice look for Hahn as he slashes to the rim down the lane and lays it up and in. Beautiful look from Trevor Solani.
Yeah, McBain's defense was a little bit late to rotate on the backside since Berkmos had to double team and cut Solani off of going to the basket.
Here's Morris on the left baseline. Now he'll dribble topside, give it to Logan Rodenbaugh, standing at the volleyball line. Pass tapped away by Moore. And the Ramblers will trigger down at the bottom of the Ranger baseline bench. Camphouse will inbound. 4:10 remaining here in the first quarter. It's a 10-7 Manton Ranger lead. Handoff attempt from Quist to Morris. Jumped by Radin. It goes off the hands of Morris, and it'll be Manton Ranger basketball. 4:06 to go. And it's a 10-7 Manton lead. Great start for the home team tonight. Here's Radin on the right wing, checked by Morris. One dribble, he'll give it up to Solani. Solani with an open look, top of the key after Camphouse fell in and out for Solani. That went down about as far as it could. Camphouse kind of tripped chasing Solani, and he got an open look from the top of the key, couldn't bury it. For Berkmos, who's been quiet, will hand it off. Here's Quist. Drives down to the free throw line, out to Camphouse. He'll take the three, way too strong. And the rebound grabbed by Ragnaris. Now we're going to get a cheap one from Devin Morris, who will commit the foul in the backcourt. Second on the Ramblers with 3.5 remaining here in the first quarter.
You know, you can watch the man defense away from the ball, and they are double teaming, all boxing out on for Berkmos and forcing everybody else to take care of the business inside.
Moore with the three ball, won't go. Morris with the rebound. Up ahead to Camphouse. Camphouse was going for the rim, and they actually, now this should not be a shot attempt.
They're giving him?
They are giving him the shot, because you and I both saw it. Camphouse went, and I don't know if he lost the handle after the foul, perhaps. Maybe that's why they're giving him the shots. He just tried to throw it off a Ranger as he was going up. So I'm thinking maybe he was fouled, lost the handle on the ball, and just tried to throw it off a Ranger, and that's why it didn't look like a shot attempt. I'm going to go with that. The foul call was on Solani. It's his second. He remains in the game, however, as Camphouse misses the first free throw. Finds the range on the second. 10-8, Manton with the lead as we get a couple substitutions for the Rangers. Solani, however, remains in the game. Got a player whose number I do not have on the roster. You got a 53? You don't have the, do you have the house one? 3:10 to go. Hahn on the right wing, top side now for Moore. Moore working against Connor Murphy, who's checked into the game for the Ramblers. Moore gets by Murphy. Murphy with the block. Straight up just took it away from him. Murphy, kick out. 3-ball, good from Morris. Connor Murphy with the straight up left-handed block and takeaway. Found Garrett Verberkmos ahead of the defense, who then found Devin Morris for the open three. Now we're going to get a foul on the other end. I think that's going to be on Morris, Hawkeye. That'll be his second. It's an 11-10 McBain lead with 2:41 to go here in the first quarter. Radin takes the inbound on the baseline, driving baseline, kick out. Solani from the left baseline, three is short, and Garrett Verberkmos skies for the rebound.
So number 53, Jacob Rupert, has come up to varsity since the last game and is just getting in the game already.
Garrett Verberkmos driving down the lane with the right-handed scoop. Little finger roll from the senior, and he is in the books. There's a three from Moore, no good. Verberkmos with the rebound. Verberkmos going the other way, wanted to hand it off to Logan Rodenbaugh. And I think Logan was a little surprised because it honestly looked like Verberkmos could have just elevated over the shorter defender that he had in front of him. 13-10 McBain on a 6-0 run. 2:06 remaining here in the opening quarter. Trevor Solani has now checked out with those two fouls. Devin Morris, meanwhile, remains on the floor for McBain with his two. Here's Caleb Moore, the sophomore, over the timeline. Over to Hahn, free throw line extended near side. Top side for Ragnarsson. Pump fake, gets Verberkmos off the ground. Layup won't go, though, and the rebound tapped and into the hands of Daniel Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to the right baseline. Top side for Verberkmos. He'll give it to Murphy, and they'll reset the offense. There's Rodenbaugh on the left block. Top side for Murphy. Murphy, lefty dribble down the lane. Little scoop shot rejected by Radin. Isaac Radin with a great job helping out and blocking the layup attempt by Murphy. Connor Murphy will inbound now for the Ramblers as Trevor Solani checks back into the game with 1:34 to go here in the first.
That really seems like Radin and Hahn's specialty is the from behind block.
It's Caden McGillis who has checked into the game for the Ramblers. Murphy over to Verberkmos. Caden McGillis will take the three ball from the left wing. Nothing but net. Watch Caden McGillis warm up, Hawkeye. He nailed like 4 straight threes. You said he likes to shoot, and that looked good. 16-10 McBain on a 9-0 run. Inside to Ragnarsson. He'll kick it out for Solani. To Moore topside, working against Verberkmos. Bit of a speed advantage for Moore, distinct height advantage for Verberkmos. They'll switch now. Hahn trying to drive on McGillis. Looking down low, ball tapped away. Now it ends up in the hands of Ragnarsson. He'll drive, and Verberkmos with the block up top, but they're going to get him with the foul with the body. Garrett Verberkmos looking at the official and saying, "Was that with the body?" The official saying, "Yes, it was."
Yeah, he was clean up top, but he got Ragnarsson down low.
In and out on the first free throw for Ragnarsson. As Radin will now check back in and Solani will sit down. 48 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Trevor Solani with a pair of triples, but with a pair of fouls as well here in this opening quarter. 16-10 McBain. They're on a 9-0 run. Ragnarsson trying to end it. Does not. And the rebound is tapped out of the hands of Mason Hooker. It will remain McBain basketball. So you've got 4 sophomores and senior Devin Morris on the floor right now for McBain. Morris with the ball. He'll dribble topside, gives it to Hooker. Hooker surveying, lefty dribble to the top of the circle, gives it over to Morris. He'll bring it back to the top now to Murphy. Little 3-man weave going between Murphy, Morris, and McGillis. Into the corner now for Morris. Harassed closely by Lucas McKernan, the only freshman on either one of these teams. Unless 53's a freshman. I'll have to double check that. Sophomore. Thank you. 16 seconds as McBain looks for the final shot. Connor Murphy now top of the key. Stops, gets his man off his feet, fires the three and knocks it down. Connor Murphy with the set shot triple. 5 seconds to go. Moore against Murphy. Drives, elevates, blocked by Murphy. And that will end the opening quarter. The McBain Ramblers close it out on a 12-0 run, and they've got a 19-10 lead after the opening 8 minutes of play. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this.
Construction, a name you can trust. That trust starts with a family tradition passed down from father to sons. That's not something you hear nowadays, but it is very refreshing. Darryl Boonstra taught his sons the value of hard work, professionalism, and most of all, old-fashioned honesty. So when you're looking for someone to build or remodel your dream home, skip the games and lies, avoid the misleading quotes and missed completion dates, and go with a name you can trust. A name that is a family tradition of quality and experience in the greater Cadillac area. Go with Boonstra Construction. Give Darryl a call, 231-825-4043. That's 231-825-4043. Boonstra Construction, McBain, Michigan.
And welcome back. Manton High School, Jay Simon and Gary Hawkeye Vanna. Mr. McBain making an appearance as he walks by us. He didn't want to stay? What's he doing?
He was actually coaching the girls' game as McBain's JV or middle school girls are playing against Manton's girls tonight.
Oh.
And a little known fact right now, very little known fact, is that now Mr. McBain is 1 win away from having a century mark in girls middle school basketball. He already achieved it in the boys, but
wow.
And the key number to that is his daughter plays for him as an 8th grader. His daughter can deliver victory number 100. Right now his record is 99-16 for girls basketball.
Mr. McBain, of course, Lars Fredin, who you have heard on many a broadcast here on CDY. Rangers with the ball to start the second quarter. Jacob Hahn getting into the paint, misses the bunny, contested bunny. And the Ramblers with the rebound. They've got a 19-10 lead as we start this second quarter. Connor Murphy, along with McGillis. Devin Morris, who takes the three from the left baseline, can't get it to go. Mason Hooker diving and saves it, but to the Rangers. They'll take over. 4 sophomores remain on the floor for the Ramblers. There's a nice drive. Hahn getting past McGillis, but can't finish at the rim. Now here's Murphy. Murphy all the way to the paint. Tough shot thrown up. Hooker saves it going out of bounds, and then the Daniel Rodenbaugh with the hot potato cannot bring it in. That ball just refused to stay in his hands. And we are going to get a Manton Ranger timeout. 6:56 to go. Just underway here in the second quarter. It's a full timeout. We'll keep it right here. I want to remind you, this broadcast brought to you in part by McBain Rural Agricultural Schools, Taylor Mechanical, McBain Hardware, and the Falmouth Co-op. Our sincere thanks to each and every one of our broadcast partners for their support of tonight's broadcast. I want to thank as well Pluger Mechanical, our pregame sponsor. 19-10, McBain with the lead, Hawkeye. They went on a 12-0 run to close out that first quarter. Looked like the Rangers really had things going well, and then all of a sudden McBain, sparked by this sophomore group of 5, who've given him some solid minutes in this second half. They got a 3 from Connor Murphy. They got a 3 from Caden McGillis. And they hit 4 in that opening quarter to jump out to this lead.
How much that 3 from Connor Murphy hurt when it was less than 10 seconds left in the quarter? Once again, pump fakes, get his guys to blow by, and then hits that open 3.
Well, it was clearly not necessarily what he was looking for. It was one of the situations where they're trying to get down to the last shot, and I think he just, because the guy flew by him, he just thought, well, I'm open, I'm going to take this. Obviously comfortable with the green light. Rangers with the ball to start out of the timeout. Isaac Braden driving to the hole, spinning, and will draw the foul. This is going to be on Devin Morris, Hawkeye, and it's going to be his 3rd. No, they're going to say 12, sorry. Thought that was a fist, not a 2.
But not on 12 either. It's
From the official. No, it is on 10. They're saying that's only his 2nd foul, so I'm a little confused. I thought we had...
McBain only has 2 fouls so far, according to the scorekeeper.
McBain has 5.
Oh,
but
let me take that back.
But Morris only has 2, which means I don't know who the other foul was on. Raiden knocks down both free throws, and it's a 19-12 McBain lead. 6:35 to go here in this second quarter. Kate McGillis driving topside, nearly taken away by Solani. They set that up beautifully. Murphy finds the handle, gets it over to Grayson Verberkmos, younger brother of Garrett, who is also on the floor, forcing me to go with a Grayson Garrett description. Nice bounce pass from Murphy for the Rodenball, trying to force one to Garrett in the paint, taken away by Hahn. Hahn the other way, rejected by Grayson Verberkmos. Oh, we're going to get a foul call on Verberkmos. Crowd does not like it, at least on this side of the gym. Hahn forced the issue there. It was a nice job by Jacob Hahn to really attack the rim. Grayson blocking it with the left hand, but again, like big brother Garrett, getting him with the body.
Well, what happened on that one for me is that the crowd just erupted with the block. I actually didn't hear the whistle on the foul.
Yeah, same here. Hahn makes the first, misses the second. Rebound ends up in the hands of Connor Murphy. 19-13 McBain. Rangers starting this quarter with a 3-0 run of their own to end the mini Rambler run. Grayson Verberkmos into the corner. Here's McGillis for three. In and out. Garrett Verberkmos with the rebound. Backing up. Gets to the rim and blows the bunny, but the rebound into Grayson's hands. He can't finish. And Solani comes away with the board. Couple of close shots missed by the Verberkmos boys. Here's Hahn. Pump fake. Gets to the rim. Trying to lay it over the front. Won't go. And Garrett Verberkmos with the rebound. Quickly the other way come the Ramblers. Grayson Verberkmos all the way to the 10, lays it up and in. Nice drive from the sophomore. 21-13 McBain. Yeah, we're going to get a foul on Caden McGillis against Jacob Hahn. It's quite the battle going on between those two as Hahn trying to establish position. And that's going to put the Rangers Hawkeye in the 1-1 with 5:28 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, and Hahn's shown to be an excellent free throw shooter, but yeah, Hahn's been battling down low the whole game, and he's a very physical type of player. And he'll either get called for the foul or draw the foul. And that one just was a retaliation type of thing when you're just not going to give up the space, and you end up pushing him over.
Hahn's what they call a gamer, Hawkeye. He will fight and scrap for everything. And he is not intimidated by anybody. You can see it in his game. 21-15 after the pair of free throws from Hahn. 5:22 to go as the Rangers have stemmed the tide here in the second quarter. Daniel Rodenball, little skip pass for Connor Murphy on the right wing. Into the corner for Grayson Verberkmos. Back to Murphy. Kick out. McGillis had a three. Now he'll attack the rim. Partially blocked. Garrett Verberkmos though with the rebound and the putback. The superior height of the Ramblers making a difference down low right now. 23-15 McBain as Rigneris attacking the rim. Lefty layup wouldn't go. Challenged. Shot altered by Garrett Verberkmos. Give him credit for that. Here's McGillis for three. Yes! Caden McGillis with his second triple of the game. 26-15 McBain, their biggest lead of the game. Moore probing, attacking Verberkmos. Verberkmos doing a nice job going against the much smaller Caleb Moore. There's a kick out. Caleb Moore left all alone for three, right wing, and he buries it. No rotation on that one. It's Garrett Verberkmos, who apparently has responsibility for Caleb Moore. He's not trying to switch back. Got lost as he tried to double team on the near side, and it left Moore wide open. Timeout on the floor, 26-18 McBain. We're going to take a quick break as the Ramblers talk things over. They lead by 8 here in Manton. We'll be back right after this.
Providing great service and quality to our customers, LC Materials is here for you and all your concrete and aggregate needs, both residential and commercial projects. We can assist you in estimates, sand and gravel needs, project details, and on-time delivery. LC Materials is also in Cadillac at the Concrete Store. The Concrete Store has building supplies, stone, block, tools, and other accessories to help you finish your project. So when you're ready, call LC Materials. We're ready when you are, online at lcmaterials.net.
Hi, Tracy from Don's Auto Clinic and High Point Auto and Cadillac, your locally owned dealerships. The holidays are here, and so are all the great gift ideas. Get $13,000 off on the new 2018 GMC Sierra Denali Crew Cab and get an electric Denali for your son or daughter free, or a 2019 Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $299 per month, complete with heated seats, heated steering wheel, and remote start. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from all of us at Don's Auto Clinic and High Point Auto, growing together to serve you better.
Boonstra Construction, a name you can trust. That trust starts with a family tradition passed down from father to sons. That's not something you hear nowadays, but it is very refreshing. Daryl Boonstra taught his sons the value of hard work, professionalism, and most of all, old-fashioned honesty. So when you're looking for someone to build or remodel your dream home, skip the games and lies, avoid the misleading quotes and missed completion dates, and go with a name you can trust. A name that is a family tradition of quality and experience in the greater Cadillac area. Go with Boonstra Construction. Give Daryl a call, 231-825-4043. That's 231-825-4043. Boonstra Construction, McBain, Michigan.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain. We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go, safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection. McBain Auto Service, located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain, or call 231-825-2729.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
When it's late, when it's snowing, when you just have to have it. It's nice knowing McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain is open 7 days a week. Locally owned and operated with the friendliest cashiers helping to serve your grocery needs. From candy and chips to pop and munchies, McNally's Party Store, they're still keeping it cold. And wishing the McBain Ramblers good luck in tonight's game. That's McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain, open 7 days a week.
The harsh northern Michigan winter is right around the corner, and that's why you need to heat your house with Holton's LP Gas. Call them today at 231-839-4600. You can contact the office for specials today. And if you're a new customer, they have specials for you as well. Holton's LP Gas has been in Lake City for 30 years, and don't worry, they service the entire listening area. They've got 24/7 live, trained professionals. Holton's LP Gas is a proud sponsor of McBain Athletics.
Your one-stop farm supply store is Falmouth Co-op in the heart of agriculture country. With locations at Falmouth and McBain, Falmouth Co-op has what you need to keep all your animals well-fed and healthy, plus bulk fuel and professional agronomy services like custom fertilizers and spraying and soil and grid sampling. Falmouth Co-op is your premier grain dealer and birdseed headquarters, and the McBain location has pizza, burgers, wings, and appetizers. Stop in today at either location in Falmouth and McBain. Falmouth Co-op is proud to support McBain's student athletes.
Kelly's Pizza and Grill in McBain would like to take this opportunity to thank their loyal customers for all their years of support. It's with your patronage that Kelly's Pizza and Grill can continue to support local schools, churches, and charities, not to mention keep serving up great tasting breakfasts, lunches, and dinners. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 6 till 10. Always doing their best to serve the McBain community. Kelly's Pizza and Grill, 100 Maple Street in the heart of McBain.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools offers a quality, well-rounded education for the whole child. McBain students have a technological head start from the beginning with their own issued MacBook or iPad. Rambler students are immersed in strong curriculum, including access to a large variety of vocational programs, a winning athletics program, and access to a new state-of-the-art performing arts center. Challenging competitive times require a challenging competitive education. Give your child the McBain advantage. McBain Rural Agricultural Schools. McBain Rural Agricultural Schools offers a quality, well-rounded education for the whole child. McBain students have a technological head start from the beginning with their own issued MacBook or iPad. Rambler students are immersed in strong curriculum, including access to a large variety of vocational programs, a winning athletics program, and access to a new state-of-the-art performing arts center. Challenging competitive times require a challenging competitive education. Give your child the McBain advantage. McBain Rural Agricultural Schools.
Boonstra Construction, a name you can trust. That trust starts with a family tradition passed down from father to sons. That's not something you hear nowadays, but it is very refreshing. Daryl Boonstra taught his sons the value of hard work, professionalism, and most of all, old-fashioned honesty. So when you're looking for someone to build or remodel your dream home, skip the games and lies, avoid the misleading quotes and missed completion dates, and go with a name you can trust. A name that is a family tradition of quality and experience in the greater Cadillac area. Go with Boonstra Construction. Give Daryl a call, 231-825-4043. That's 231-825-4043. Boonstra Construction, McBain, Michigan.
Cadillac's new number one.
You just lose yourself in it.
107.9 CDY.
Can't keep my hands to myself. No matter how hard I'm trying to. I want you all to myself. Your metaphorical gin and juice. So come on, give me a taste of what it's like to be next to you. Won't let one drop go to waste. Your metaphorical gin and juice. Keep my hands to myself. Hands to myself. Can't keep my hands to myself. Hands to myself. The doctors say you're no good, but people say what they wanna say, and you should know if I could. I'd breathe you in every single day. Cause all of the doubts and the outbursts keep making love to each other. And I'm trying. All of the downs and the outbursts keep making love to each other. And I'm trying, but I can't keep my hands to myself. Can't keep my hands to myself. I mean, I could, but why would I want to? my hands to myself.
Back-to-back request right here on 107.9 CDY of Selena Gomez. By request coming from the lovely Megan right here in Cadillac. And then I got Jenny over in Manton who wants a little 5 Seconds of Summer.
Remember the words you told me, love me till the day I die. Surrender my everything, cause you made me believe you're mine. Yeah, you used to call me baby, now you're calling me by name. Takes one to know one, yeah, you beat me at my own damn game. You pushing, I'm pulling away from you. I giving you take. Young blood, say you want me, out of your life, and I'm just a dead man walking tonight. But you need it, yeah, you need it, all of this time, yeah. Young blood, say you want me, back in your life, so I'm just a dead man crawling tonight. 'Cause I need it, yeah, I need it, all of this time, yeah. Daily our conversations end like it's the last goodbye. Then one of us gets too drunk and calls about 100 times. So who you been calling, baby? Nobody could take my place. When you looking at those strangers, hope to God you see my face. Young blood, say you want me, out of your life, and I'm just a dead man walking tonight. But you need it, yeah, you need it, all of this time, yeah. Young blood, say you want me, back in your life, so I'm just a dead man crawling tonight. 'Cause I need it, yeah, I need it, all of this time, yeah. Pushing, I'm pulling away from you. I giving you take. You're running around, I'm running away from you. From you. Young blood, you want me, out of your life, and I'm just a dead man walking tonight. But you need it, yeah, you need it, all of the time, yeah. Young blood, say you want me, back in your life, so I'm just a dead man crawling tonight. 'Cause I need it, yeah, I need it, all of the time, yeah. Pushing, I'm pulling away from you. I giving you take. Young blood, see you want me, out of your life, and I'm just a dead man walking tonight.
Here we go. 107.9.
JML, turn it up. This is my station and I love it.
107.9 CDY.
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own. And in your eyes, you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms. Barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling. You look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand. Be my girl, be your man. I see my future in your eyes. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Oh, no. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, or listening to our favorite song. I have faith in what I see. Now I know I have met an angel in person, and she looks perfect. I don't deserve this. You look perfect tonight.
This is the all-new 107.9 CDY.
Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated, all tied up, no more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting. Had to have hope for a living, shooting for the stars, but I couldn't make a killing, didn't have a job, but I always had a vision, always had hope. Had to have hope for a living, didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million, always had hope. Mama said, something for oddities, stranger says, they never wanna be the winner, the novelties that don't ever change. We wanted everything, wanted everything. Stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, never come down. Oh, stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, never come down. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated, all tied up. No more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting. They say it's all been done, but they haven't seen the best of me. So I got one more run, and it's gonna be a sight to see. And I had high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. I just had high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. I had high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. I just had high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes.
Hi, this is Chantel from Cadillac, and 107.9 CDY is my new number one.
Spent 24 hours, I need more hours with you. You spent the weekend getting even. Ooh. We spent the late nights making things right between us. But now it's all good, babe. Roll that backward, babe, and play me close. 'Cause girls like you roll around with guys like me till sundown. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Girls like you love fun, and yeah, me do what I want. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need a girl like you. I spent last night on the last flight to you. I took a whole day up, trying to get way up. Ooh. We spent the daylight trying to make things right between us. But now it's all good, babe. Roll that backward, babe, and let me go. 'Cause girls like you roll around with guys like me till sundown. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Girls like you love fun, and yeah, me do what I want. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. I need a girl like you. Maybe it's 6:45. Maybe I'm barely alive. Maybe you're taking my shit for the last time. Yeah. Maybe I know that I'm drunk. Maybe I know you're the one. Maybe I'm thinking it's better if you drive.
Not too long ago, I was dancing for dollars. No, it's really real if I let you be my mama. You don't want a girl like me, I'm too crazy. Where every other girl you meet is too gazy. I'm sure them other girls were nice enough, but you need someone to spice it up. So who you gonna call? Cardi, Cardi. Come and rev it up like a Harley, Harley. Why is the best fruit always forbidden? I'm coming to you now doing 20 over the limit. The red light, stop. I don't play when it comes to my heart, let's get it though. I don't really want a white horse in a carriage. I'm thinking more white horses and carriage. I need you right here, cause every time you fall, I play with this kitty like you play with your guitar.
I need a girl like you.
107.9
CDY.
I love this song. I love this song. I love this song. I love this song. I love this song.
been running around, throwing that dirt all on my name. 'Cause you knew that I'd call you up. You've been going around every party in LA. 'Cause you knew that I'd be at one. I know that dress is karma, perfume regret. You got me thinking about when you were mine. And now I'm all up on you. What you expect? But you're not coming home with me tonight. You just want attention. You don't want my heart. Baby, you just hate the thought of me with someone new. Yeah, you just want attention. I knew from the start. You're just making sure I'm never getting over you. You've been running around, throwing that dirt all on my name. 'Cause you knew that I'd call you up. Baby, now that we're right here standing face to face, you already know that you won. Oh, I know that dress is karma, you regret. Yeah, you got me thinking about when you were mine. Now I'm all up on you. What you expect, oh, baby? You're not coming home with me tonight. You just want attention. You don't want my heart. Baby, you just hate the thought of me with someone new. Yeah, you just want attention. I knew from the start. You're just making sure I'm never getting over you. What are you doing to me? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing to me? What are you doing? What are you doing? I know that dress is karma, perfume regret. You got me thinking about when you were mine. And now I'm all up on you. What you expect? But you're not coming home with me tonight. You just want attention. You don't want my heart. Maybe you just hate the thought of me with someone new. Yeah, you just want attention. I knew from the start. You're just making sure I'm never getting over you. Over you. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing to me? What are you doing? Yeah, you just want attention. I knew from the start. You're just making sure I'm never getting over you.
107.9 CDY. That was Charlie Puth. Biscuit checking back in. You are in the kitchen with me. Got new music from Giuseppe Steen. This one's got The Weeknd on it too. It's called Lost in the Fire. And it's right here. You heard it first, as a matter of fact, right here. New on Cadillac's new number one. 107.9 CDY.
I wanna make you slow with the lights on. Be you the only one I got my sights on. Type of sex you can never put a price on. I take it off, you're the one I roll the dice on. And I just want a baby with the right one. 'Cause I can never be the one to like one. And we lost a lot of things in the fire. So it took a year for me to find her. I can't lose you, baby. I can't lose you, baby. I can't lose you, baby. Oh, I can't lose you, baby. I can't lose you, baby. I can't lose you, baby. Oh, I'm tired of being home alone. Used to have a girl a day, but I want you to stay. You said you might be into girls. Said you're going through a phase. Keeping your heart safe. Well, baby, you can bring a friend. She gon' while I do straight. And we lost a lot of things in the fire. So it took a year for me to find him. find out. I can't lose you, baby. I can't lose you, baby. I can't lose you, baby. Oh, I can't lose you, baby. I can't lose you, baby. I can't lose you, baby. Oh.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Manton High School. A very loud Manton High School. Jay Simon with you. We're having some technical difficulties. And right now I'm going to have to fly solo. Hawkeyes right here next to me, but we only have one mic for the moment. Right now it's a tie ball game at 41-41. As Paul Regnaris with an acrobatic layup gives the Manton Rangers a 43-41 lead now with 2:45 to go here in the third quarter. And on the other end, Garrett Verberkos is going to draw the foul underneath. This has been an absolute battle. McBain led 35-30 after the first half. And it has been Cole Regnaris, similarly to the last matchup between these two teams. He had a big 8-point third quarter to help the Rangers take the lead. He now has 7 in this third quarter as Garrett Verberkos misses the first free throw. Verberkos, the second, is good. And it's a 43-42 Manton Ranger lead. Ramblers in a man-to-man defending. Regnaris trying to split the double team, loses the ball. And McBain will come up with it as Connor Murphy will bring it over half court. 2:18 remaining here in the third. Murphy loses the handle but hands it off to Daniel Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh drives. Now he'll kick it out for Devin Morris. To Connor Murphy on a backdoor. Connor Murphy with a floater in the lane. Gets it to go, and the Ramblers take the lead back. 44-43, 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Trevor Solani lets the drive into the paint, and they're going to draw the foul on the floor. They're going to call this on Caden McGillis. With 1:53 to go here in the third quarter. Garrett Verberkos is going to take a seat. As the Rangers will inbound into their own basket. Here's Solani. Solani working against Morris. Spinning, gets into the lane, cutting. Layup attempt won't go. And this is going to go off of Solani. And it will be Rambler basketball. They have a 1-point lead with 1:44 to go here in the third. 44-43 Ramblers. Connor Murphy over the timeline, working against Moore. Hands it off to Devin Morris. Trying to send it over to Daniel Rodenbaugh. Pass too high. And it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Ranger basketball. The energy in this gym has amped up tremendously as these two teams battling it out here for the right to call themselves Highland Conference champions. 1.5 remaining here in the third. Raiden looking inside, and it's taken away by McGillis, but he steps on the baseline. And it will be Ranger basketball under their own basket as we get a substitution. Gavin Summers will check in for Manton. Hahn will inbound. Jacob Hahn gets it into Summers on the baseline. Summers kicks it out for Moore. 1:18 to go here in the third quarter. Rangers going left to right. Jacob Hahn working against McGillis. They'll clear it out for him. Hahn driving, kick out. Into the corner for Summers. Back to Hahn. 18-foot jumper is short. And the rebound grabbed by Logan Rodenbaugh. Minutes to go here in the third. Ramblers by a point. Connor Murphy over the timeline. Over to McGillis. 3 ball from the right corner. Might have been partially blocked. And Trevor Solani comes up with the rebound. Solani gets it poked away from behind by Morris. Solani looking to his bench as if to say, hey, help me out here, guys. As he did not see Devin Morris sneaking in from the backside. 44-43. Ramblers with the lead, 51 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Inbound to Regnaris. Ball loose. battling for it. Body's hitting the floor, and the Rangers are going to come up with it. Solani will take the long three from the right wing. Back iron, no good, and the rebound into the hands of Daniel Rodenbaugh. Here comes McBain. Murphy working against Moore. Picks up his dribble top of the key. Over to Devin Morris. Bodies again to the floor. Morris saves it to Murphy. Murphy, kick out. Daniel Rodenbaugh on the left wing. Top side. McGillis, an open three. Front iron, no good. And the rebound snagged by Regnerus. Rangers will look for the last shot. 15 seconds to go. Hahn, spinning away from McGillis. Gets it to go. Jacob Hahn with the layup. Gives the Rangers a 1-point lead. 5 seconds. Murphy. And we're going to get a charity call on Connor Murphy with 3.2 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 45-44. Rangers with the 1-point lead. On will rebound in front of the Rambler bench, going left to right. Looking in the backcourt. Gets Moore. Moore into the corner. Solani at the buzzer. In and out. And that will do it for 3 quarters of play here in Manton. 45-44. Just like 2 weeks ago, the Rangers with a 1-point lead with 8 minutes remaining. We'll take a break and be back. Don't go anywhere. Here on 107.9 Wcdy.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
Your one-stop farm supply store is Falmouth Co-op in the heart of agriculture country. With locations at Falmouth and McBain, Falmouth Co-op has what you need to keep all your animals well-fed and healthy, plus bulk fuel and professional agronomy services like custom fertilizers and spraying and soil and grid sampling. Falmouth Co-op is your premier grain dealer and birdseed headquarters, and the McBain location has pizza, burgers, wings, and appetizers. Stop in today at either location in Falmouth and McBain. Falmouth Co-op is proud to support McBain's student athletes.
And welcome back to a very loud Manton High School. Jake Simon alongside Gary Hawkeye Vanna. We are doing this one a little differently. Some technical difficulties through the second and third quarters of this one, but we are back. And it's a good thing because we've got a good one for you. Rangers with a 45-44 lead and the ball as we start the fourth quarter. Jacob Hahn knocked down the three from the left baseline in the face of Caden McGillis. And the Rangers now, with their biggest lead of the game, 48-44 here early in the fourth quarter. Here's Daniel Rodenbaugh, driving baseline, starts and tops. Makes the short jumper. Rodenbaugh's first bucket of the game, cuts it to 2. Here's Moore on the right wing, working against Logan Rodenbaugh. He'll send it topside to Riggs. Jacob Hahn now with the ball top of the key. Hahn over to Solani. Solani working against Daniel Rodenbaugh. Drives left-handed. Cut off nicely by Logan Rodenbaugh. Double team. Gets it over to Raiden. He'll take a step back. 3 and knock it down. Isaac Raiden with a little pump fake into the corner. Got his defender to move. And it's a 5-point lead. McGillis now trying to answer. Won't go over Burkholder with the rebound. Out to Connor Murphy for 3. No. Daniel Rodenbaugh, another rebound. Connor Murphy will take it and dribble it topside. They'll reset the offense. Ramblers trail by 5. 6.5 to go in the game. Roberto swings it around to the left wing for Logan Rodenbaugh. Topside now for Daniel Rodenbaugh. To Garrett Roberto. McGillis top of the key. Over to Logan on the right wing. Logan driving baseline. Elevates. Gets it to go. And we're going to get an offensive foul on Regnerus. He's got under Logan Rodenbaugh. There's some quick discussion, and they are going to reverse this. No, they're not. They're going to say it's an offensive foul. My bad. Logan Rodenbaugh elevated, made contact with Regnerus under the basket. And the offensive foul will wipe off the bucket. And now we're going to get a McBain timeout. It's a full timeout. 51-46, the Manton Rangers with the lead here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break and be back in 30 right after this.
The harsh northern Michigan winter is right around the corner, and that's why you need to heat your house with Holton's LP Gas. Call them today at 231-839-4600. You can contact the office for specials today. And if you're a new customer, they have specials for you as well. Holton's LP Gas has been in Lake City for 30 years, and don't worry, they service the entire listening area. They've got 24/7 live, trained professionals. Holton's LP Gas is a proud sponsor of McBain Athletics.
And welcome back to Manton High School. Jay Simon alongside Gary Hawkeye there. The Manton Rangers have a 51-46 lead over the McBain Ramblers here in the fourth quarter. They've had to make some technical adjustments, so Hawkeye cannot be heard, but he is involved, and he will definitely get his thoughts at the conclusion of this one. Are we headed for another fantastic finish? We'll have to see. After the offensive foul on Logan Rodenbaugh, it is Manton basketball with 6:13 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Rangers going left to right, out of the timeout. Caleb Moore, the sophomore, brings it over the timeline as they're content to hold this ball a little bit, trying to get the Ramblers to come out. 6 minutes now remaining as Connor Murphy got a piece of that one, sent it out of bounds. On the trigger. Here's Isaac Raden. Raden over to Hahn. Hahn got it knocked away by Grayson for Berkmo. Raden into the corner for Solani, who lost the handle, and he stepped out of bounds. But somehow got it into the hands of Raden, but it ends up loose. And Gary Berkmo comes up with it. So here come the Ramblers, trailing by 5.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Connor Murphy into the corner for Grayson for Berkmo. Down low, bounce pass for Logan Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh thought he was pushed, but he lost the handle of the entry pass, and the ball comes over to the Rangers. Raiden splits the double team. Rangers taking the air out of the ball here in the fourth quarter. Legnaris going baseline, swung over Solani, takes the three, front iron, no good, rebound into the hands of Daniel Rodenbaugh, and Jacob Hahn's going to pick up the foul. It's a tough one for Hahn because he's going after the loose ball, and Daniel Rodenbaugh just beat him to it. It'll be the third on Jacob Hahn. 5:04 remaining in this one, still 51-46 as the Rangers now pick up full court as they try to deny Connor Murphy the ball. They'll force Grayson for Berkmo to bring it over the timeline. Gracie working against Raiden. Trying to find some help. Now gets it to Garrett for Berkmo. And he is going to be fouled by Legnaris. And that is going to be the seventh on the Rangers, and it will send Garrett Berkmo to the line for a 1-and-1. It's the third on Cole Legnaris, the big man in the middle for the Rangers. He had to switch from his number 12 to 52. He got blood on his jersey in the first half. 4:54 remaining in this one. Rangers lead by 5. Garrett Berkmo front irons the first to the 1-and-1. And the Rangers come up with the rebound. Quickly the other way, Grayson for Berkmo knocks it away from Jacob Hahn. But it will remain Ranger basketball. They will trigger in front of their own bench. .447 remaining in this one. 51-46 Rangers. Hahn sends it into the backcourt for Isaac Raden. He'll bring it over to the timeout. Rangers in a bit of sort of a 1-2-2 zone. Now we're going to get a whistle. Not sure what the call was there. You hear the call, Gary? So, in any case, the Rangers are going to retain possession, and now they'll trigger, and the officials weren't even, those other two officials were still talking. Not sure what happened there. In any case, Ranger basketball. Jacob Hahn on the left wing, skip pass for Raiden near side, working against this 1-2-2 zone of the Ramblers. Connor Murphy up at the top of that zone. Chasing Raiden. Swung around for Solani. 4:20 remaining in this one. 5-point Ranger lead. On for three in the corner. Over the outstretched arms of Logan Rosenball. Second triple in the corner for Jacob Hahn. 54-46. Biggest lead of the game for the Rangers. Grayson for Burkmouse trying to get it down low to Garrett. Double team. Garrett across the paint. Double team. Lefty layup gets it to go. Garrett for Burkmouse with the tough bucket makes it a 54-48 Ranger lead. I think Manton will trade threes for twos all night long. Raiden, top of the key, over to Solani on the right wing. Bounce pass down to Rignaris on the baseline. Turns, fires, and gets it to go. Rignaris with a little 10-footer. The Rangers doing everything right now. 56-48, 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth. Now we're going to get a cheap one on Solani on the handoff between Murphy and Daniel Rodenbaugh. Be the third on Solani, and I believe we're going to get a timeout from McBain. The 30-second timeout, we will keep it right here. 3.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. 56-48, the Manton Rangers with the lead. We didn't get a chance to run down the first half scoring for you. We'll do that real quick right now. Trevor Solani faced the Rangers with 11 points in that first half. He's been quiet in the second. Jacob Hahn had 7. He's got 15 now for the game. Isaac Raiden had 3 in the first half. He's added 7 in the second half for 10 in the game. And Paul Rignaris, who had a single free throw in the first half, has 9 in the second half. He's in double figures with 10. Meanwhile, the Ramblers were paced by Caden McGillis, who had 8 in the first half. He's got 10 for the game. And Garrett Verberkmos, who also has 10 in the game, had 6 in the first half. Rangers 9 of 13 from the line in the first half. They have not shot a free throw here in the second. Daniel Rodenbaugh now at the line for a 1-and-1. And he calmly knocks down the first. The sophomore makes it 56-49. With 3.5 to go. Buries the second. 56-50. Rangers with the lead. 3:27 to go in the ballgame. Ramblers have switched to a 1-2-2 zone defense, and they remain in this zone defense right now. It's Raiden working against Logan Rodenbaugh. He's not close enough for a 5-second call. Now Raiden drives. Hands it off to him. Nice look on. And on finds Rignaris, who got behind the defense all alone. Lays it up and in, and now we're going to get a timeout. And Coach Bruce Copeman wants to talk things over. Actually, it's a 30-second timeout by the Rangers. We'll keep it here. 58-50. Manton with the lead. And Coach Copeman unhappy with his defense as they allowed Rignaris to get behind him. We are live from Manton High School. We thank you for sticking with us through the technical difficulties. We're hopefully going to bring you the end of this one. We had another exciting one between these two teams. The Rangers with the 8-point lead. Ramblers won the first matchup on a buzzer-beating 3 by Connor Murphy. McBain hoping that maybe some heroics in the works as well. They trail by 8 right now. Connor Murphy drives, kicks out to Grayson Verberkmos. Kicks it out to Daniel Rodenbaugh. Hands it off to Grayson Verberkmos. Right-handed dribble top of the key. Devin Morris. He'll take the 3. Front iron, no good. Rebound tapped around. Grayson Verberkmos comes up with it. Verberkmos going to the rim. Some bodies making contact. No call. The ball saved by Morris. Morris now gets it back to Logan Rodenbaugh, and the 3 is good. Yeah. And we're going to get a whistle. I'm not sure what the call there was again. That official, it's the second time he's come over to say something to the score table, but I'm not sure what he's trying to address. Obviously, this game's getting very physical at this point. Devin Morris hit the first 3 of the game to give the Ramblers the 3-0 lead. That's just his second bucket. Turns it to 5. 58-53 with 2.5 minutes to go. Moore over the timeline. Hands it over to Solani. Solani lefty dribble. Gets into the paint. Switches hands. And he's going to draw the foul. The layup did not go. He went to his right, came back to his left to avoid the defender. And it will earn him a trip to the free throw line with 2:22 remaining in this one. Trevor Solani, the senior, has been on the varsity all 4 years of his high school career. Knocks down the first free throw. With 16 foul on the Ramblers, so the next will put the Rangers into the bonus. Ramblers already in the bonus. Solani's second freebie. It's a lot of rims, does not go down. Logan Rodenbaugh with the rebound. Ramblers trail by 6. Connor Murphy quickly over the timeline. Gets it to Devin Morris, now gets it back. Working against Morris. Drives, picks up his dribble, finds Morris. Lefty dribble to the top of the key. Morris over to Grayson for Berkmos on the left wing. Right-handed dribble to the top of the key for Murphy. Back to Grayson. We've got 4 sophomores on the floor again right now. As Coach Coltman looking for these youngsters to see if they can finish this game. Minute 50 to go, and now Grayson for Berkmos is going to draw the foul from Radin, and I think that's going to be his fourth. 59-53, minute 50 remaining in this one as Grayson for Berkmos will go to the line. I think it's very, very interesting, and we will get Hawkeye's thoughts on this if we can, the conclusion of this one. 4 sophomores on the floor in crunch time for the Ramblers. Grayson for Berkmos misses the front end of that key 1-and-1. Missed opportunities for the Ramblers. They trail by 6. Rangers with the ball over the timeline of Solani. Solani driving into the corner, kicks it out to Hahn. We're going to get a timeout from Coach Ryan Hiller, who did not like what he was seeing. A little bit of sloppiness from the Rangers as Solani was driving. It's a 30-second timeout. Again, we will keep it here. 59-53, Manton with the lead with a minute and a half remaining in the ballgame. The Ramblers led by 5 at the half, but another excellent third quarter by the Rangers gave them a 1-point lead coming into this fourth quarter. They also led by 1 going into the fourth 2 weeks ago. This time, though, their offense has been sparkling. Isaac Rader with a 3-ball, Jacob Hahn with a couple of threes, and Cole Rignaris doing some work down low with a couple of buckets. Has extended that 1-point lead to 6 with a minute 39 remaining here in the ballgame. Jacob Hahn will trigger in front of his own basket. Excuse me, in front of his own bench. Gets it to Rady, working against Devin Morris. Morris surrounding him. He'll find Solani on the far side of the lane. Solani driving, took out for Jacob Hahn. Hahn will get into the paint. Pump fake, looking for some help. Out to Rignaris, fires a three, knocks it down. Over the extended arm of Denver Berkmos, a huge three-pointer from Cole Rignaris. Minute 10 remaining, it's a 9-point. Manton lead. Daniel Rodenbaugh, top of the key, picks up his dribble, looking for some help. Grayson for Berkmos, trying to drive, and Rignaris throws it off the back of the wall. It will remain McBain basketball, but an emphatic block from Cole Rignaris. And now we're going to get a timeout from the Ramblers. 62-52. Exactly 1 minute remaining in this one. The Manton Rangers with the lead, trying to tie the Ramblers atop the Highland Conference. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family. And their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain.
Hi, Tracy from Don's Auto Clinic and High Point Auto and Cadillac, your locally owned dealerships. The holidays are here, and so are all the great gift ideas. Get $13,000 off on the new 2018 GMC Sierra Denali Crew Cab and get an electric Denali for your son or daughter free, or a 2019 Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $299 per month, complete with heated seats, heated steering wheel, and remote start. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from all of us at Don's Auto Clinic and High Point Auto, growing together to serve you better.
And welcome back to Manton High School. Dave Simon alongside Gary Hawkeye Vanna. Playing a little solo on the broadcast at the moment. As the Rangers with a 9-point lead, the Ramblers with the bucket out of the timeout. And Grayson Verbosmos with the putback off of miss by Brothers Garrett has trimmed it to 7. Ramblers now putting pressure. Caleb Moore trying to escape Verbosmos, and now Grayson Verbosmos will commit the foul. 30 seconds remaining in this one, and Jacob Hahn now with a 7-point Ranger lead and a chance to perhaps put this one away. Hahn has had a huge second half, 8 points. He's got 15 in the game. I believe that's the game high. Front irons the free throw, though. Garrett Verbosmos with the rebound. Quickly up ahead to Brother Grayson. 25 seconds remaining. They need a quick shot. Logan Rodenbaugh doesn't shoot it. Now we're going to get a timeout from Coach Coleman. I believe this is the last timeout by the Ramblers. But I know Logan Rodenbaugh doesn't think he's a three-point shooter, but you wonder why he doesn't jack that one up. You need it. Now or never. 62-55. Rangers hoping to finish this one off. This win, if Manton holds on, would put them in a first-place tie with the Ramblers. And if they can close it out against Beale City, at Beale City, they would guarantee themselves at least a share of the Highland Conference title with the Ramblers, who finished with Northern Michigan Christian on Friday. I assume the Rangers also play Beale City on Friday. Thursday. All right. And that will be on 107.1, The Drive. Ramblers will inbound out of the timeout. Devin Morris. Down low to Daniel. Rodenbaugh lost the handle. Kick out for Logan. Logan now will take the three. Air ball. Garrett Verbosmos saves it. Grayson Verbosmos, who lays it up and in. So with 10 seconds remaining, Rangers don't even need to inbound it. And Rigneris throws it away, so the Ramblers will still have a chance. With 5 seconds remaining, they're down by 5. Not much of a chance here, but 5.5 seconds remaining. Grayson into Garrett. Three ball does not go. Taps around. And hang on. And beat the McBain Ramblers 62-57 here in Manton. And they put themselves in a first-place tie with the Ramblers atop the Highland Conference standings. What a game. We'll take a break, collect our stats and thoughts, and be back. The post-game show coming up right after this.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of McBain High School. CTC is the place to be.
We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go, safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection. McBain Auto Service, located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain, or call 231-825-2729.
Kelly's Pizza and Grill in McBain would like to take this opportunity to thank their loyal customers for all their years of support. It's with your patronage that Kelly's Pizza and Grill can continue to support local schools, churches, and charities, not to mention keep serving up great tasting breakfasts, lunches, and dinners. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 6 till 10. Always doing their best to serve the McBain community, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, 100 Maple Street in the heart of McBain.
Providing great service and quality to our customers, LC Materials is here for you and all your concrete and aggregate needs, both residential and commercial projects. We can assist you in estimates, sand and gravel needs, project details, and on-time delivery. LC Materials is also in Cadillac at the Concrete Store. The Concrete Store has building supplies, stone, block, tools, and other accessories to help you finish your project. So when you're ready, call LC Materials. We're ready when you are, online at lcmaterials.net.
When it's late, when it's snowing, when you just have to have it. It's nice knowing McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain is open 7 days a week, locally owned and operated with the friendliest cashiers helping to serve your grocery needs. From candy and chips to pop and munchies, McNally's Party Store, they're still keeping it cold. And wishing the McBain Ramblers good luck in tonight's game. That's McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain, open 7 days a week.
And welcome back to Manton High School. Dave Simon alongside Gary Hawkeye Vanna, where the Manton Rangers have defeated the McBain Ramblers 62-57 here in Manton. They move to 10-1 in the Highland Conference. The Ramblers fall to 10-1, and we have ourselves a tie atop the league standings with a game remaining for both teams. The Rangers will take on the Beale City Aggies in Beale City on Thursday night. The Ramblers will be at Northern Michigan Christian School on Friday night. And if both teams hold serve, they will share the Highland Conference League title this season. Post-game show brought to you by Northern Truck Service. We've got some post-game awards to hand out. Hawkeye has handed them to me, and we will share those with you. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties earlier tonight, but thankfully we were able to bring you the last quarter and a half or so. Hopefully you flipped over to 107.1 perhaps to hear the furious comeback by the Rangers late in that second quarter and into the third. They trailed big in the second quarter, came back in the third, and took a 1-point lead into the final stanza where they iced it. Some big shots in that fourth quarter. Jacob Hahn with a pair of threes. Cole Rignaris with a couple of inside buckets and a corner three that really iced it. And a furious Rambler comeback at the end came up short. But both of these teams are going to be very well prepared for the postseason with contests like this, no doubt about that. Again, this is the Northern Truck Service post-game show. I want to make sure we thank all the many sponsors that have allowed us to bring you this broadcast. Couldn't do it without them. They include McLean Transmissions, White Pine Boilers LLC, High Flow Performance, Amp Wireless, Kruger Mechanical, McBain Auto Service, Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center, McBain and Lake City Family Pharmacy, McNally's Party Store, High Point Cadillac GMC, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, LC Materials, Holton LP Gas, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, Huntingdon Electric, and Judy K. Gildy Photography. McBain Hardware, of course, our halftime sponsor. We missed halftime here in Manton, but our sincere thanks to McBain Hardware for their support of our broadcast tonight as we are up here in the stands in Manton as Coach Ryan Hiller and Trevor Solani walking by me to go talk to Rick and Nate Swanson over there at 107.1. The Drive, that's a hard-earned win by the Manton Rangers, and Solani and Coach Ryan Hiller getting some well-deserved love over there to talk to their fans via the radio. Meanwhile, here we want to run down the scoring for you in this one. The Ramblers got a balanced scoring attack in this one. They were paced by Garrett Verberkmos, who led the way with 11 points. Caden McGillis finished with 10. Grayson Verberkmos had 8 in the game. The sophomore stepping up with a couple big fourth-quarter buckets. Logan Rodenbaugh had 9. Devin Morris finished with 6. Connor Murphy with 5. And Justin Camphouse and Daniel Rodenbaugh with 4 points apiece to round out the scoring for the Ramblers, who went 5 of 10 from the free throw line on the game. Meanwhile, the Manton Rangers, well, I got to add it up, got a huge second half from Cole Rignaris, 14 second-half points. He finishes with a team-high 15 in the game. He was matched, though, by Jacob Hahn, who also had 15 points, 6 in that final quarter. Colin Carter finishes with 3. Well, skipped around here. Trevor Solani finishes with 12 points. He only had 1 in the second half, but he sparked the first half for the for the Rangers. Isaac Raden finishes with 10, as the Rangers get 4 players in double figures. Caleb Moore finished with 7, but he did a great job running the point for the Rangers, who go 10 of 16 from the line in the contest tonight. As mentioned, the Rangers and Ramblers now tied atop the Highland Conference at 10-1 on the season. The Ramblers fall to 14-4. Manton is also 14-4 on the season. These two teams will not meet up in district. Of course, the Rangers in that Glen Lake district, which is going to be a tough one. McBain's district, wouldn't call it easy, but certainly does not have a Glen Lake in it. They could face Beale City in the district final should they be fortunate enough to get past Montebello next Wednesday in a game you will hear right here on 107.9 CDY. Time for our post-game awards. And I am disappointed that Hawkeye can't give these to you, but I will do my best to let you know what they are. This is the Northern Truck Service post-game show. First of all, the picture-perfect play of the game brought to you by Judy K. Gildy Photography. The Connor Murphy left-handed straight-up block and grab, if you will, of the drive by Caleb Moore. Moore got a step on him, tried to blow by him on the right side. Murphy stayed with him, elevated, got the clean block with the left hand up high, and then hung on to it to go the other way. The Ramblers actually got points on that transition as well. Connor Murphy's block is your Judy K. Gildy picture-perfect play of the game. Judy K. Gildy Photography. Make sure you check her out on Facebook. She was here tonight. Should have some great shots from the action this evening. Your George Johnson All-Heart Award is going to go to Devin Morris, the senior. Wow, sorry about that, Devin. Doing a great job tonight and providing a spark with some early buckets in this one. He had the 3 to start. He had a 3 in the fourth as the Ramblers tried to come back. Devin Morris did a nice job defensively as well. Your George Johnson All-Heart Award. The High Point Cadillac GMC High Point High Achiever Award is going to go to Caden McGillis, who paced the Ramblers in rebounding tonight. McGillis also doing a nice job offensively. He finished with 10 points, one of 2 Ramblers in double figures on the night. Caden McGillis, the sophomore, your High Point Cadillac GMC High Point High Achiever. And, of course, the most exciting 15 seconds in all of sports, but only when Hawkeye does it. It's the Hawkeye Player of the Game, brought to you by Taylor Mechanical. A lot of deserving Ramblers. But the Player of the Game is going to go to Garrett Verberkmos. Garrett Verberkmos facing the Ramblers of 11 points, doing a great job on the boards and defensively, multiple blocks in the game. Garrett Verberkmos, your Taylor Mechanical Hawkeye Player of the Game. Once again, we want to thank all of our broadcast sponsors for allowing us to bring tonight's broadcast to you. Thanks for sticking with us through the technical difficulties. For Zach Wiggins, our producer and engineer, for Gary Hawkeye Vanna, I'm Jay Simon. Again, thanks so much for joining us tonight, folks. We will be back tomorrow night as Gary and I make the trip to the Bermuda Triangle of the Highland Conference. Beale City, as the Northern Michigan Christian girls take on the Aggies in a Highland Conference contest that you can hear on your home for McBain and NMC basketball. Your all-new hit music station, 107.9 CDY.
Good night, boys.
Cadillac's new number 1.
In the mornings when I'm driving in my car. Immediately when I get into work.
107.9.
Singing along, jamming to the tunes.
CDY.
Tonight. shoes. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Know to get the color red, the blue. Kill 'em. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic